Welcome to Advice No One Asked For, the feature where someone asks a question to someone else, and I give the person advice instead, even though they didn't ask me for it. I mean, the title's pretty self-explanatory. Anyway, with Halloween this week, I thought I'd answer a question from someone having a little difficulty getting the family on the same pagan page. Dear Ghost of the Original Ann Landers, I'm having a Halloween party for my children, and have invited close friends and family members and their children. We have spooky games, pumpkin carving, and all kinds of fun planned. But I have a problem. My cousin, whom I grew up with and have always been close to, changed religions to a denomination that doesn't recognize nor celebrate Halloween. When we discussed Halloween last year, she said she didn't want her children participating in, quote, any pagan activities, and that Halloween is, quote, essentially a holiday to worship demons. I always love when people claim to not recognize something, but then have a strong negative opinion on it. It sounds like you do recognize it. Like, I recognize religious people. I recognize them as people who believe in a fairy tale about a sky man who makes you do what some book tells you, with the reward or punishment being a trip to a fictional place when you die. I don't agree with her, but that's her prerogative. Who am I to tell her what she can and can't believe? For the most part, we live in harmony about everything else. She hasn't pushed the issue with me, and I haven't pushed it with her. Because I know what her beliefs are, I didn't invite her to the Halloween party. I wanted to be respectful of her beliefs. Key word, Halloween. Not fall, not harvest, not autumn. Halloween. Her mother, my aunt, however, is not on the same page. My aunt is of a different religion that is fine with Halloween. And because she and my mother, who will also be at the party, are close, I invited her. When she found out I was not inviting her daughter or her children, she sent me a very ugly note. When I tried to explain that I was doing what I believed her daughter would want, she blew me off and said she would not attend the party either. Should I have invited my cousin to a Halloween party, knowing that she doesn't want to celebrate Halloween? Signed, we'll call her Frightfully Frustrated by Family in Fayetteville. So, sounds to me like you got rid of 2 pains in the vag for the price of 1. No, you shouldn't have invited your cousin. She's a fucking idiot who thinks Halloween is a holiday to worship demons. No one worships anything on Halloween. Except maybe Satanists who worship Satan every day. Halloween's just another Tuesday for them this year. But it's a day for kids to ignore every safety lesson that's ever been drummed into them since they could comprehend speech and go get free candy from some strangers. And you just hope that their Ninja Turtles costume doesn't make them the target of some really nostalgic pedophile. And it's a day for adults to dress up in costumes, go to a house party, get drunk, and next thing you know, some guy dressed like one of the Royal Tenenbaums is fingering some girl dressed like Harley Quinn on a downstairs couch that's absorbed more sweat and other bodily fluids than an NFL player's jockstrap. And I love how this is a thing, by the way, where religious people are trying to get Halloween changed to Harvest Festival or Fall Festival in schools and whatnot, to make it more inclusive. But then spout off about the war on Christmas and get pissy when Starbucks put out a plain red cup and when people say Happy Holidays instead to make things more inclusive. Yeah, but Christmas tradition should be respected. Why? I must have missed the story where the Bethlehem street vendors started putting out holiday shit in the first week of October, and the 3 wise men come back every year to eventually get teenage Jesus a new Xbox, and then he throws a tantrum because it didn't come with a live subscription, and so Call of Duty is fucking useless. And then he storms up to his room to jerk off to girl Twitch streamers that he calls thoughts in the chat. That's Christmas now. Well, not exactly that, but for decades it's been a big commercial circle jerk. It's a pretty low percentage of people who actually celebrate Christmas that go to mass and do all the shit you're supposed to do. So, how about this for a truce? Religies, you leave Halloween alone, and we'll say Merry Christmas. Sound good? Good. Suckers. I already say Merry Christmas. I don't give a shit about old Jesus. So, kindly tell your aunt that you didn't invite your cousin and her kids because you didn't want them ruining everyone else's good time, and that you didn't want her family corrupted by the Dark Lord's influence when the kids are listening to demonic music like fucking Purple People Eater as sung by the Chipmunks, and practicing evil satanic rituals like cutting a face into a pumpkin and wrapping each other up in toilet paper. Hail Satan! I'm Buckley, and you're welcome.